Imagine a realm that spanned 3 continents, housed diverse cultures, and shaped world history. Welcome to the Ottoman Empire. Our story begins in the late 13th century, in the region of Anatolia, present-day Turkey. Here, a man named Osman I, a tribal leader of modest origins, dreamed of something greater, a vast and powerful kingdom. Osman I, known for his military prowess and visionary leadership, transformed his small, fragmented tribe into a formidable military state. It was from his name, Osman, that the term Ottoman was derived. Osman's dream was not confined to his lifetime. It was a dream that would be pursued by his successors, each bringing their unique flair to the expansion of the empire. The early sultans from Orhan, who took over after Osman, to Murad I and onwards, were all driven by the same vision. They expanded their territories through strategic alliances, military conquests, and sometimes through marriages. They were not just warriors, but also shrewd diplomats and negotiators. The Ottoman Empire was not built in a day, and certainly not by one man alone. It was a collective effort driven by the ambition of a line of extraordinary leaders. Each sultan added a piece to the puzzle, and with each piece the empire grew larger, stronger and more diverse. The growth of the Ottoman Empire was not a smooth journey. It was marked by wars, rebellions and internal power struggles. But despite these challenges, the empire continued to expand, fueled by the relentless determination of its rulers. The empire's borders stretched across Asia, Africa and Europe, making it one of the most significant empires in history. So the Ottoman Empire's genesis was not merely a historical event. It was the materialization of a dream of an empire that would leave an indelible mark on the annals of world history. The dream of Osman I, the dream of a band of warriors, the dream of a line of ambitious sultans. So began the rise of the empire, a story of power, strategy, and sometimes sheer luck. Fast forward to the 15th century, the Ottoman Empire is not just a dream anymore, it's a formidable force. Picture this. The year is 1453 and the ambitious Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror, a man of only 21 years, achieves the unthinkable. He seizes the great city of Constantinople, the heart of the Byzantine Empire. This monumental feat not only ends an era, but also marks the beginning of a new one, the era of the Ottomans. Constantinople, reborn as Istanbul, becomes the vibrant, beating heart of the Ottoman Empire. Yet the pinnacle of the empire's glory is yet to come. Enter Suleiman the Magnificent, a ruler whose name echoes through the corridors of time. Under his reign in the 16th century, the empire reaches its golden age. It stretches from the Persian Gulf in the east to Algeria in the west, from Austria in the north to Yemen in the south. This vast realm is ruled with just and firm hands, its borders secured by a formidable military. Suleiman's reign is not just about territorial expansion. It's also about the blossoming of the arts, sciences and architecture. The skyline of Istanbul is forever changed as grand mosques and palaces rise, showcasing the empire's architectural prowess. Among these architectural marvels, the Süleymaniye Mosque stands tall, a testament to the empire's grandeur. And let's not forget the empire's cultural diversity, a veritable mosaic of different ethnicities, languages and religions coexisting under the Ottoman banner. This diversity adds to the empire's richness, turning it into a cultural melting pot where ideas are exchanged and new forms of art, music and literature are born. But as in all stories, the empire's golden age doesn't last forever. The empire, once a beacon of power and prosperity, begins to face challenges from both within and without. The empire was at its zenith, a beacon of power and prosperity in a world filled with turmoil. Behind the grandeur of the empire lay a meticulously organized structure of power. The Ottoman Empire, in all its glory, was not just a product of military might or economic wealth. It was a complex tapestry woven together by a well-defined political, administrative and social structure. At the pinnacle of this structure was the Sultan, the absolute ruler. The Sultan was more than just a king or emperor. He was the political and religious leader of the empire, often seen as the shadow of God on earth. His word was law, and his decisions shaped the destiny of the empire. Just below the Sultan was the Grand Vizier, akin to a modern-day Prime Minister. The Grand Vizier was the Sultan's right hand, responsible for managing the day-to-day affairs of the state. He advised the Sultan, implemented his policies, and presided over the imperial council. A capable vizier could wield significant influence and was instrumental in maintaining the stability of the empire. Another key pillar of the Ottoman power structure was the Janissaries. These elite infantry units formed the backbone of the Ottoman military. Initially composed of Christian boys taken from their families and converted to Islam, they were trained to serve the Sultan with unwavering loyalty. They were a force to be reckoned with on the battlefield, but their power extended beyond warfare. Over time, they gained significant political clout, often influencing the succession of sultans. The social fabric of the Ottoman Empire was held together by the unique millet system. This system allowed religious and ethnic communities, called millets, to govern themselves under their own laws, as long as they paid their taxes and remained loyal to the Sultan. It was a clever mechanism that maintained social harmony in a diverse empire. This organized chaos of power was the backbone of the empire, keeping it strong and united. The Ottoman Empire's strength lay not just in the might of its sultan or its military, but in the intricate balance of power that held its diverse lands and peoples together. The Ottoman Empire was more than just a political entity. It was a vibrant cultural melting pot. The empire was an impressive array of cultures, religions, and artistic expressions, a testament to the rich diversity of its people. It was a place where the East met the West, and where the traditions of the ancient world blended with the innovations of the new. This mélange of cultures resulted in a unique blend of art, literature, and architecture that still resonates in the modern world. The empire was a hub for cultural and religious diversity. It was home to Muslims, Christians, and Jews, all living side by side in relative harmony. This religious diversity was reflected in the empire's laws, which granted religious minorities the right to practice their faith freely, a progressive notion for its time. The cultural influence of the Ottoman Empire was also evident in the realm of arts and literature. Ottoman poets and writers, influenced by both Eastern and Western traditions, penned works that continue to captivate readers today. The empire's literature was diverse, encompassing epic poetry, mystical Sufi writings, and even early forms of the novel. However, it was in the field of architecture where the empire's cultural influence was most visible. The Ottomans were master builders, crafting structures that were both functional and aesthetically pleasing. They built palaces, mosques, bridges, and aqueducts, many of which still stand today. One of the most notable transformations was that of the Hagia Sophia. This architectural marvel, originally a Byzantine cathedral, was converted into a mosque following the conquest of Constantinople. This transformation was more than just a change in function. It was a symbol of the empire's cultural synthesis, blending the architectural styles of the East and the West into a unique masterpiece. The Ottoman Empire wasn't just a political or military powerhouse. It was a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich entity. It was a place where different cultures, religions, and artistic expressions coexisted and influenced each other. The empire was a beautiful tapestry of cultures, a testament to the rich diversity of its people. All empires rise and all empires fall. The Ottoman Empire was no exception. As we journey through the pages of history, we find the Ottoman Empire entering a period of decline around the late 17th century. This was a time marked by a series of unfortunate events that gradually chipped away at the empire's once formidable might. One of the first signs of the empire's decline was a series of military defeats. The Ottomans, once feared for their unmatched military prowess, began to suffer setbacks on the battlefield. The loss in the Battle of Vienna in 1683 was a significant blow, signalling to the world that the empire was not invincible. In addition to these military defeats, the empire was also crippled by internal disputes. The once unified administrative structure began to crumble as power struggles and political infighting took centre stage. The sultans, who had been absolute rulers, were slowly losing their grip on power, and the empire was becoming increasingly decentralised. Economic challenges also played a significant role in the empire's decline. The increasing costs of warfare, coupled with a changing global economy, put a strain on the empire's resources. The once prosperous empire was facing financial difficulties, and the burden of heavy taxation, led to discontent among the populace. In the midst of this decline, the empire also grappled with societal changes. The traditional social order was being challenged, and the empire's diverse population was becoming more and more restless. The once harmonious coexistence of different cultures and religions within the empire was giving way to tension and conflict. The Ottoman Empire, once a beacon of power and prosperity, was now caught in a slow downward spiral. This period of decline was a stark contrast to the empire's earlier era of glory and grandeur. But as we know, history is a cycle of rise and fall. The decline was not the end of the empire, but a transition into a new phase. The once mighty empire was losing its grip, a shadow of its former glory. The 20th century bore witness to the final act of the Ottoman saga. The once mighty empire, now a shadow of its former self, was about to step onto the stage of World War I, a conflict that would forever change the world. As the war raged, the Ottoman Empire, entangled in alliances and conflicts, found itself on the losing side. The empire's strategic location between Europe and Asia, a strength that had once fueled its rise, now became its downfall as it turned into a battleground for the world's major powers. The war's end in 1918 saw the victorious Allied forces partition the empire. This was not the first time the empire had been divided, but this time it was different. The partitioning was not just about land, but about power and control. The result was a patchwork of mandates and protectorates that would lay the groundwork for the modern Middle East. This could have been the end, but the empire's final act was yet to come. In 1922, the curtain finally fell on the Ottoman Empire. The Sultanate was abolished, marking the official end of a dynasty that had ruled for over 6 centuries. Yet from the ashes of the fallen empire, a new nation emerged. Under the leadership of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, modern Turkey was born. Ataturk, a former Ottoman military officer, sought to create a secular democratic state. He introduced sweeping reforms touching every aspect of society, from the alphabet to women's rights. Despite the empire's fall, its influence did not vanish overnight. The Ottoman legacy is evident in the architecture, culture, and politics of the region. The empire's dissolution played a significant role in shaping the geopolitical landscape of the modern Middle East. The sun had set on the Ottoman Empire, but its legacy lived on, shaping the world as we know it. Its story serves as a reminder of the ebb and flow of empires, the rise and fall of power, and the enduring impact of history on our present world. The Ottoman Empire was a complex and fascinating entity, a testament to the ebb and flow of human history. As we journeyed through the annals of time, we traced the birth, rise, and eventual fall of this empire, a vast realm that spanned 3 continents, commanded by sultans and shaped by the diverse peoples within its dominion. The genesis of the Ottoman Empire was a tale of small beginnings, a single Anatolian beylik growing into a world power. From its humble inception, it burgeoned into an empire that, at its zenith, stretched from the gates of Vienna in the west to the Persian Gulf in the east, from the steppes of Russia in the north to the deserts of Arabia in the south. The era of the empire's glorious reign was a period of expansion, innovation, and cultural synthesis. The Ottoman sultans, wielding both military might and diplomatic finesse, steered the empire through centuries of prosperity. Their rule was marked by a structure of power that balanced authority and autonomy, a delicate dance of centralization and decentralization. This structure of power, coupled with the empire's vast territorial expanse, cultivated a cultural melting pot. The Ottoman Empire was a mosaic of cultures, religions, and languages, a testament to the diversity of human civilization. It was an empire where the call to prayer echoed alongside church bells, where Byzantine mosaics coexisted with Islamic calligraphy. Yet, like all empires, the Ottoman Empire was not immune to the tides of time. The slow decline was a period of stagnation, corruption, and internal strife. The empire, once a beacon of innovation and tolerance, was caught in the throes of change, struggling to adapt to a rapidly evolving world. The fall and aftermath of the Ottoman Empire were a testament to the impermanence of human grandeur. The empire crumbled, succumbing to the pressures of internal discord and external threats. Its collapse gave rise to the modern nation-states of the Middle East and Southeast Europe, a tumultuous legacy that continues to shape contemporary politics, culture, and society in these regions. The impact of the Ottoman Empire is a tapestry woven into the fabric of the present. The political borders it drew, the cultures it nurtured, and the conflicts it sparked continue to reverberate in the modern world. The legacy of the empire is as diverse as the peoples who once lived under its rule, a spectrum of influences that spans the realms of art, architecture, cuisine, language, and religion. The Ottoman Empire may be a thing of the past, but its echoes can still be heard in the annals of history. It's a story of rise and fall, of power and decline, a story that reminds us of the impermanence of human grandeur. As we reflect on the Ottoman Empire, we are reminded of the intricate dance of history, a dance of triumph and tragedy, of rise and fall, a dance that continues to shape our world.